YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today, it's another day here in sunny land of Florida. Today I'm out here shooting my bow. It's been a while since I've practiced shooting my bow. The last time actually that I shot was a couple weeks back at ATA, which for those of you who don't know, ATA is the Archery Trade Association. They have a trade show every single year, and while I was there, I was actually working with ATA to create some really cool content. They hired a production company called Joyride Productions, and I was filming some videos with them, and one of them, I'll put in a little clip right now. When I pick up my bow and I nock an arrow and I look downrange at my target, everything starts to slow down. You can find the rest of that video down below. We just made some really cool stuff, so feel free to check that out. That is the last time that I shot my bow. Like literally in that video was the last time that I shot my bow. So I need to adjust things a little bit, and I realized it's been a while since I've actually showed you like what equipment I'm using, what my setup is. It's been the same for a while, but I haven't talked about it in a long time. So I turned my poundage down during that video, so I need to turn it back up, and I don't know exactly how much, so it's gonna be a little bit of a process today. But look who's coming! I don't know if you can see them. Oh my god, hold on. Hi! How was it?
She sprinted the whole way back.
Oh, look! So I set this up for Abby. This is like her filming station, so she has a nice little towel bed. This is some kind of delicious chew, and then a water bowl, so she can be happy while we're filming. In the past, when we've tried to film with her without having this kind of setup, she is so whiny. So fingers crossed that this works. She's also a little older now, so that's a good thing too. But anyways, enough blabbering. Let me get my stuff set up and we'll start shooting. I did a couple turns to increase that poundage back up. It feels like about what it was. So I'm gonna fire my first arrow. If I miss, not that much of a surprise since I'm playing around with the poundage. Let's shoot. Ooh. Not great. I find that when I'm not setting my anchor point appropriately, my arrows fly to the right, and it's all about like where my nose is on the string. Okay. That right and left was better. Let me know. Watch my, talking to Nick here, watch my release and let me know if it looks like I'm, or if I'm, okay. What do you think?
It's hard to watch the camera and
yeah.
that at the same time.
Yeah. That is a pretty real grouping for me. It's in about the same spot that those two were before. So I'm going to take it that this is where my group is, and I need to adjust my sight to compensate for that. Whoa! You might want to scoot back. Sometimes when I practice, I find I get a little lazy with my form. I've been shooting a certain way for so long, but I'm shooting consistently enough that I haven't felt the urge to really change my form, but I know that pulling with my back is going to make my groups. I love when she digs, I think it's cute. I know that pulling with my back is going to make my groups tighter. So sometimes I get lazy when I shoot because my groups are good enough, but I want to keep improving. So that's why I said to Nick earlier to watch my release and make sure that I'm really pulling with my back and not punching the trigger, or, you know. So that's what I'm working on. I'm always working on that. I think it's a really hard skill to master. I think archery in general is a really hard skill to master. I don't think many people do have it mastered, which I think is an important point. If you are new to archery, you're not going to be phenomenal overnight. There is a certain learning curve. It's pretty easy to learn, but then it's really hard to get really good. Did I say we're at 30 yards?
I don't think so.
We're at 30 yards. Oi, oi, I knew that before I even let that one go.
Sounded different.
Right before I let it go, I don't even know what happened, but I moved off to the left, and then I feel like I was just too far in my pull that I just let it happen. Random side note, but just thought that I'm thinking as we're out here shooting, Florida's landscape is so underrated and so cool. I think so much of Florida is developed, but a lot of land in every state is developed. But what I'm getting at is the palmettos, the pinewood flats, the cypress sloughs. It's all so cool, and it feels really wild to me. I like having this stuff around me. I think it's really beautiful and really cool, and it makes me excited to hunt Osceolas here. Like, being able to pursue an animal in a landscape like this is really unlike anything else. So, random thought, you know. Back to shooting. Oh! All right, so here we have one of my 30-yard groupings. Obviously there's a freaking wild one up there, and then these two are pretty well grouped. So yeah, there you go. That's my 30-yard right now. I am overall pretty happy with the way that's grouping, other than my wild ones, obviously. But otherwise, I'm pretty much hitting center-ish. I'm gonna back up to 40 yards and shoot a couple rounds there, and then it'll probably be it. Oi, oi! See, I'm getting into that mode where I'm not focusing on my form. I don't know. I mean, I am, because I'm setting everything up, but then when it comes to my trigger pull, I'm just slowly pulling with my fingers instead of thinking about my back. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. The arrows are going where I want them to go. There's not an issue, right? Ooh, that one did not go where I wanted it to go. I must have been doing that anchor thing where it's not sitting on my nose correctly because they're flying to the right again. So I think this is me just getting lazy when I'm towards the end of my practice, you know? So I'm gonna do one last round and really bring the focus in see if I can end on a better note than that. For me, this is how an archery practice really goes. I'm no like target archer. I'm a hunter and I'm just someone who loves archery. So I want to make sure that I share this kind of stuff with you guys, because it's important to know that, you know, not everyone is shooting groups that look like this, including me. So, okay, back to the truck.